Alright, y'all, vibe out with me for a minute. What happens when a 2K creator's ego gets the best of him? What happens when a 2K creator approaches a smaller creator like myself and demands that I give him credit for the information that he has disseminated to the public? Now, two basic principles come into play which I normally practice, that's ethics and respect. And before I share these DMs with you that took place between me and NBA 2K TUTES, I would like to say and stress that legally we are not obligated to give anyone credit if we're reacting to information that has been disseminated to the public here on YouTube. And one of the first messages I want to share with you, 2K TUTES tells me it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Giving credit is not like a gift that you just give it to someone as you please. Me as a creator, giving credit to the sources of information that I disseminate here on this channel is a luxury, it's not an obligation. There's a whole genre of reaction videos here on YouTube. And I don't necessarily want to get into technicalities. If we get into technicalities, legally, I would be in the right. But let's talk about ethics and respect. And I'll be the first one to say ethically and respectfully, I take great pleasure in giving credit where credit is due. If you guys been around the channel for long enough, last year I spent almost the whole year giving credit to NBA 2K TUTES, referencing NBA 2K TUTES videos and his information in our videos and on our live stream. And if you guys know, I was using set shot 25 last year. One of the best jump shots I had the pleasure of using on NBA 2K22. I made videos about set shot 25. I talked about it constantly in a bunch of other videos and also on our live streams. So when NBA 2K TUTES made a video with the stats, I took the graph that he had displayed on his channel after his channel already had uploaded a video, and I made another video talking about the stat with his logo at the very bottom, also referencing his channel yet again. And when I'm speaking about referencing, I'm not just saying using the information that he's disseminating. I'm speaking about actually telling the viewers you should go check out NBA 2K TUTES. Now, I have a graphic design background. There really is no need for use somebody else's graph. I could easily just recreate it, which you guys have seen on recent videos. But last year I purposely used his graph with his logo so that the viewers understood where the graph came from. So NBA 2K TUTES sent me a message last year about the graph that I used. He goes on to say, "Hey City, hope everything is fine. I noticed that you put my stats in your last video for set shot 25. I know there is no written rule about this, but I would prefer and appreciate it if you don't do it again. I know you might say that, oh, you might get some views from it, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that, especially with the way you put all the necessary stat already on your screen. You didn't even put a link or something. On the viewer's perspective, there's no other reason to check the original video because you put the stat that already anyway." Now bear with me, I'm reading this verbatim, so if you guys see it like reading wrong, it's because I'm reading what he typed. But nevertheless, I still prefer for you not to do it. On my part, I spend 2 to 4 hours just to gather raw data on a base, and it doesn't feel right for someone to just take it. I'm just afraid that it might happen again, especially I already had tons of stats on my channel. Hope you understand, and I know you're a good creator, and I'm confident that you'll come up with other things. Thanks. And now let's speak on this first, because I believe that was a legitimate request not to use his graph, the graph that he created and put on his channel, which is why I responded posting the link of the video that I had already previously uploaded about set shot 25. And I went on to say, "Hey TUTES, totally understandable. Thanks for reaching out. You can trust that I will never use one of your graphs again." It's really important that you guys are hearing what I'm saying here, because I told him clearly that I would not use one of his graphs ever again. I went on to say I only used it because it had your name on it. To put things in context for you, I have consistently referred to your channel to my viewers through my content and through my live streams. Also made a video on set shot 25 months ago and was consistently recommending set shot 25 to my viewers. Considering this context, I was hopeful that a creator like you would appreciate my delivery. Unfortunately, that is not the case. You can rest assured this will never happen again. And never have I ever used or referenced NBA 2K TUTES again. Now let's put this in perspective, because I don't want to be someone who disregards another man's hard work. I truly appreciate the efforts that 2K TUTES has put out for the 2K community, along with other great creators like 2K Labs. And surely I understand the request from NBA 2K TUTES saying, "Hey, I would prefer if you do not use my graphs in your videos." But where things go left between me and NBA 2K TUTES is that TUTES thinks I cannot speak on the the findings. So between 2K TUTES and NBA 2K Labs, I often speak about the results that they find out in their tests. And after receiving this first message last year from NBA 2K TUTES, I no longer even reference his channel because I already had spent a good year referencing his channel to my viewers. Being that there was a lack of appreciation for those efforts on my behalf, and the one time that I used a graph with his logo on it to help reference viewers to his channel, his response was not to use his graph ever again. I said, okay, NBA 2K TUTES, I will not use it. It's an understandable request. I'll just create my own graphs from the findings, and I'll find a creative way to share and disseminate that information to our audience. So fast forward to this morning. I received a message from NBA 2K TUTES at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if there's a time zone difference, maybe there is, but it was 4 o'clock in the morning my time on Twitter. He sends me a message saying, hey AllCity, got a question. I respond, hey TUTES, what's up? He says, I just watched one of your videos which has a segment about killer combos, and you said that you based whatever you said to a, in quotations, test video. He goes on to ask, can I know which test video is that? I respond with, what leads you to ask me which test video I watched? Now the video in question is this video here that you guys see behind me. It was about saving your badge points, badges that you may not need to necessarily equip. There was some tiny segment where I mentioned killer combos and watching a test video on killer combos, but was sure not to mention NBA 2K TUTES as I am the one reacting to this information. TUTES goes on to respond saying, because I'm pretty positive that at that point I'm the only tester that concludes that type of info, and you didn't put any credit to me. Not only that, because I've seen some other videos of you that have my results and didn't receive any credit as well. We talked about this already, City. Without even getting a chance to respond, TUTES goes on to say, if you can show me another test video that you watched saying those stuff, I'm willing to apologize of accusing you. Admitting that he is accusing me of something, as if I have something to feel or be guilty about. Now again, I would like to reiterate, when thinking of ethics and respect, normally I would give credit, as you guys see my videos about the information that 2K Labs disseminates. Always quick to give credit where credit is due. But considering NBA 2K TUTES, he's a different type of individual, like I go on to tell him. So I don't share the same respect for NBA 2K TUTES, and I'm less inclined to give him credit for the information that I consume on a public platform here on YouTube. So I go on to tell NBA 2K TUTES, hold on my guy, you think you control my content? You think I need to give you credit for the information I consume and disseminate? We talked about using your graph. I told you that I will no longer use any of your graphs. Plus I only use your graph to give you credit. Now I no longer give you credit and make videos on the video information I consume. You need to learn that you do not own this information. You also need to learn how to build bridges instead of burning them. Do me a favor and never message me again, NBA 2K TUTES, please. It's like you're infatuated. I go on to say, because it will not go well. Keep your mind at your business, I will do the same. And the reason why my response was so harsh is because I don't know if you guys sense it, but the demand is there. It's almost like he feels it's an obligation for us as 2K creators to give him credit about the information that he disseminates to the public. And surely I understand that idea of wanting to receive credit. I get that. I would love to receive a ton of credit, but I'm not finna hit up any creator's DM saying, hey man, you better give me credit. That would never happen. You guys know I made a video this year about the prices for bills, how much we're paying for new bills on NBA 2K23. The video went crazy here on YouTube. Also, the graphic that I created was just spread all throughout Twitter. A ton of folks ended up making videos about how much these bills cost and all this stuff. And I didn't reach out to anyone talking about, hey, you need to give me credit because I'm the one who found out how much bills cost, so that's my information. Never, man. We are creators. We are in this together. You make the video first. You disseminate the information similar to how I've disseminated information. I do not hold other creators to the obligation of giving credit. I understand that it's a luxury and more times than not given out of respect. But in my opinion, respect is always earned. And if I lack respect for you as a creator, trust and believe I will not mention your name. But my best interest is the 2K community. And if there's good information out there for the 2K community, then more than likely I will be speaking on it. And like I mentioned earlier, I understand ethics and I understand respect, but NBA 2K TUTES, I do not respect you. Considering the idea that I receive these type of DMs, and 99% of the time, I be on some positive vibe stuff. I prefer to build bridges instead of burning them. So you will never ever catch me DMing another creator telling them what they need to do on their channel. For the love that we've received from just an endless amount of creators, the new creators joining our Discord between Joe Knows, Badge Plug, Phantoms out there, 2K Labs, Laker Fan, J-Easy, Brutal Sim, Simply Grinding, Ash World, J-Riz Twin, and the list of creators just goes on. The love we receive from the 2K community is priceless. And I personally have no intention of ruining that. But I gotta tell you, man, you got to approach me with respect, less demands, and more appreciation. Because in my opinion, you have to give respect in order to get respect. As NBA 2K TUTES told me, bro, look, I think you are heavily mistaken. In caps, you have to give credit if you want to get some info from other channel and broadcast it in your space. And on that note, I'll send out a personal message to NBA 2K TUTES. You are sadly mistaken. I could actually react to your whole video if I'd like to. Any good information, as I said earlier, the 2K community is my best interest. So if there's good information out there about size ups, about animations, badges, or anything regarding NBA 2K23, best believe that that information will be disseminated here at AllCity Live TV. Whether or not I give credit really depends on the working relationship I have with the source. As my response to that last message from NBA 2K TUTES was, honestly, I would and normally do give credit where it's due, but you, my guy, are a different type of individual. I use this analogy. Imagine 2K told creators, you can no longer make content on our video game because we created it. We're the ones who created badges. We're the ones who created builds. How dare you guys make build videos? How dare you guys make videos about badges? I believe one of two things may have happened. NBA 2K TUTES may have been mistaken on his perspective of how YouTube works, or his ego got the best of him because he was watching a video that I uploaded 7 days ago, and that segment that he referenced in the beginning of this video was in the middle of my video that I created on badges that you may not want to consider equipping. And this was a talking segment. There was no visuals. This was just me talking, but for some reason 2K TUTES is heavily on my channel monitoring the information that I put out. This is what lends to the idea, in my opinion, that his ego is getting the best of him, because I personally never look for people creating content about the information that I put out. It's the folks in our Discord community that tell me, hey, the homie gave you a shout out. Hey, check this channel out. He gave you a shout out. And I'm like, oh, word, all right, let me go check it out. And if I was the one running these tests and I had considerable growth on my channel, letting another creator, a smaller content creator, come up as well, disseminating the information to his audience, you could trust and believe I would be flattered. But the idea of 2K TUTES demanding that I give him credit is where everything went wrong. I want to end this video saying, TUTES, I appreciate the work that you put in, but you got to learn that we can speak on the information that you disseminate. I can share that with my audience. And again, whether I give credit to you or anybody else is a luxury. It is not an obligation. Anybody approaches me with respect, I give that same due respect back. You approach me with a demand, you may not like the response you get, because normally I practice respect, preach respect, and I have good work ethic. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, because like I said, I understand how ethically this may be wrong and there may be a lack of respect toward NBA 2K TUTES on my part, but you could trust and believe that that was done intentionally, because I find it hard to respect folks who envy other men, who watch other men and what they're doing. And there's a fine line between envy and admiration, because I admire a ton of creators. I admire how long they've been doing it. I admire that they understand the community. I admire that we can talk and share information. Hopefully you guys understand my perspective. Let me know your thoughts about this. I know it was long-winded, but I wanted to share this with you guys because I think it was necessary. These 2K 2K creators have damn near lost their minds, their egos getting the best of them. They need to just sit back, be humble, ride the wave, and enjoy life. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV, because we got a bunch more NBA 2K23 news, information, and updates coming your way. Drop a like, drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.